We are actually less than 24 hours away from game time. It is Friday night, and this is episode 7 of Talking Gamecocks with Ben and Rich. Welcome back to the show. And how's it going, Dad? How's your last week till Gamecock football been going?
It's great. It's the best time of year. The weather is great for this weekend. Real nice football weather for tomorrow night. Real crisp this morning, very nice, about 60 degrees this morning. So, yeah, we got a great weekend. It's the best time of year. We got football starting. The weather's turning. Fall is coming up. Getting ready to go to the beach. Birthdays, a lot of birthdays the last few weeks. It's just a great time of year. It really is. My favorite time of year.
In case you don't know, any South Carolina fans, we are playing tomorrow night, September 5th, 7 p.m.
Tomorrow's the 4th.
Oh, excuse me, September 4th. We're playing at 7 p.m. We are playing Eastern Illinois University, EIU, and we are playing at home at Williams-Brice Stadium. If you're curious, you can check out it on ESPN Plus or SEC Plus to watch the game live. It was really kind of cool. Did you watch any of the games last night?
I was watching mostly East Carolina and Appalachian State. Appalachian State took it to them pretty good. I thought East Carolina was a little bit better team.
Me too.
They didn't look too good to me.
They were stinking it up.
Tennessee looked pretty good, I guess. They didn't really play anybody worth talking about. They were up 14-0, so I changed that game and watched mostly Appalachian State. The Ohio State game, Minnesota, for the first half of that game was pretty good too.
Ohio State won?
Yeah, they came out in the second half and scored like 33 points or something like that.
Okay, because when I was watching the East Carolina game last night, I think Appalachian State scored a touchdown off of the kickoff, like fumble or whatever, and then I see like an Ohio State score pop up, and I see Minnesota's beating them by like 9 or 7 points in the third quarter, and I'm just ooh, that sucks.
14-10 at halftime or something like that.
It's good to hear they didn't lose because that's pretty big because they were like a big ranking team.
Ohio State is number 3 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been the biggest. That would have been a big upset. Give Ohio State credit. That's not an easy game to open up the season with. Minnesota's a tough team to play on the road, and that's not.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to go out and play that kind of opener. So hats off to Ohio State for playing a tough game to open the season.
And they won, and hopefully Carolina will be coming away with a win tomorrow night.
Yeah, we should win. There's no question. Carolina should win. We should win. We should win easily. We should get a lot of good experience for some players tomorrow.
Our uniforms that we're going to be wearing white helmets, garnet jerseys, and white pants. How do you feel about that kind of uniform setup?
I love that look. I don't think Coach Beamer is a real big on making a big deal about the uniforms. Like last year and the years past, we've had those hype videos. I always kind of liked them. I thought they were pretty cool for the most part. Mm-hmm. That would reveal which uniform we were going to wear that week. I don't think we're going to see those anymore. I could be wrong, but I don't think we will. Coach Beamer, I think, will let the players, probably the seniors, most everywhere. I think he's going to get back to the Spurrier days when for SEC games at home. I think we'll be in all garnet for just about all SEC games at home. Will be Spurrier used to call it big game garnet. Every big game we played at home, we would be in all garnet. We beat Alabama in all garnet. Mm-hmm. Some of our biggest wins have been in all garnet with the white hats. Yeah, I like the look.
Yeah,
I like the white pants. Guard. Yeah. That's usually what our look has been against non-conference teams at home is white helmets and the garnet shirts and white pants.
Yeah,
and we go to garnet pants for SEC games. So I'm fine with all that.
Super classic look for us as a team.
Yeah.
In other news, it was really kind of funny whenever Shane Beamer in his press conference kind of shot a zinger. It was like the first thing he saw or said in his presser was like, you know, I know the news that you guys all have been waiting for at Tuesday. And he was like, all right, uniforms or white helmets, garnet jerseys. But then he touched on the news that actually everybody that was waiting for it was our starting quarterback for tomorrow night. And who is he going to be, Dad?
Oh, Zeb Nolan.
Okay.
Hashtag Zeb for Heisman.
Yep.
Hashtag Zeb for Heisman. But yeah, going to start Zeb Nolan. I'm fine with it. He started 9 games one season for Iowa State.
Yep.
Not too long ago. I'm perfectly okay with it. A lot of people in Columbia are all up in arms about it, but I'm perfectly okay with it. Yeah, I like it. I think I would rather see Zeb Nolan in there with 9 games of D1 experience. And if all things are equal among him and Jason Brown, I'll go with the experienced guy over the non-experienced guy. So I'm fine with it.
To even think about that, he was working with Lance, which he's battling for a starting job with San Francisco 49ers.
Well, yeah, the deal with that is Zeb Nolan transferred from Iowa State to North Dakota State, and he would have been playing quarterback his first year there, but he got beat out by a guy that ended up being the 3rd pick in the NFL draft and is going to be the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers real soon.
Yeah.
The only guy better than him was the guy that's got an NFL guy.
Yep.
Point being. And not only that, he's played football as recently. He's played a competitive, real, live game as recently as March of this year, because they were in the playoffs and they had the spring playoffs.
Yep.
That division of teams in the NCAA play spring football. So Zeb has played football, real, live, competitive football games as recently as March. For him to step in, I'm okay with it. A lot of Gamecock people are making a big deal about it, and with their thought being, well, how sorry is our quarterback situation if a guy like Zeb Nolan can come in and be the starter? And I disagree with that. I think we should look at it and think the other way. We're lucky to have somebody, with our main guy hurt. We're lucky to have somebody like Zeb that can step in, who's not going to freak out over a pass rush or, when they show a different look on defense. Who's going to know what to do. Who's going to get us into the right play. And like he said, get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. That's his job, to get the ball to people like DeCarrion and Juju McDowell and Marshawn Lloyd and Nick Muse and people like that. I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to roll. I think it's going to be a big night.
And one of his press conferences, I think right after Coach Beamer had told him that he's going to get the starting job on Saturday, is that he wants to make it known that he doesn't have to worry about having the ball, because he doesn't want to worry about holding the ball for too long, because he just wants to get it to all our playmakers on offense, because he doesn't want to have it all on him. And to even touch on it even more, he's been in talks with Doty, he's been in talks with Jason Brown and all the quarterbacks really, and they really are kind of in this kind of one mindset from what it sounds like that Zeb was saying. Doesn't matter who's on the field, and to even touch on it too, it doesn't really matter who starts on Saturday, because I imagine I'm not going to be the head coach for the football team, but he kind of was hinting at Zeb's not going to be the only one getting reps tomorrow night. Jason Brown might get out there. Who knows? Colton, Connor, whoever else might be getting reps, and it's not just going to be Zeb the entire night. You never know.
Right.
The same thing for our running backs, wide receivers. Everybody's
right.
Not necessarily going into an entire rotation of first team, second team, but just kind of getting everybody warmed up. Okay, we're playing a football game again. Okay, let's get nice and ready to go. Zeb also told the presser, was talking about the playmaking ability, and he was also talking about that if the quarterbacks are kind of in this competitive nature, and obviously they're going to be competing because they want to play reps more than others, whatever, but more so of if they rally around each other and kind of build up the quarterbacks and build up each other better, then the whole team will kind of rally around that. And I really enjoyed that when he was talking about it.
He's a sharp guy. And like you said, I think we'll see a lot of people tomorrow night. I think we'll see maybe up to 4 or 5 different running backs carry the ball. I think we'll see at least the 3 quarterbacks. I think Jason Brown will play a lot, or maybe not a lot, but a good bit. I think you'll see Colton Gauthier get in there. To be honest with you,
Yep.
it wouldn't surprise me if we'd also see DK play some snaps at Wildcat. He's earned the starting spot at the slot receiver. So hats off to DeCarrion. He could have bowled to 2 years ago when he got moved to wide receiver. So I have a lot of respect for DeCarrion Joyner. Good job for him to earn the starting spot at the slot receiver. Yeah, you'll see. I think you'll see a bunch of people tomorrow night. I think it'll be treated like a glorified scrimmage. I don't want to say scrimmage, but we're going to try and play as many people as possible. And Zeb's got one job tomorrow night: take care of the football and don't make any mistakes. Don't throw the ball to the other team.
Yep.
Get the ball to the right people and get it out of his hands as quick as possible, and don't make mistakes. That's how you win football games, really. The Alabama quarterback wants to take care of the football, don't make any mistakes, and get the ball to his playmaker. The Clemson quarterback, the Ohio State quarterback, that's what a quarterback does. So I like Zeb. I think we're in good position. I like our chances to start off 2-0. I do.
Me too. Especially like East Carolina looked very, very like they were just struggling last night against. And App State's a good team. Like they've been good over the past couple of years. But
App State is a very good team. But we got to play Eastern Illinois first, really.
Yep.
And then we'll worry about East Carolina. But we're okay. I think we're in a good position. I think, like I said before, I think if this team can find a way to win 6 games, that'll be a real good year. I really do. I think 6 wins for this team would be a very good year. I think we can win 5. 5 should be the least amount of wins.
Well, to be honest, I'd rather go 11-0, 12-0 is my goal.
One game. Hey, we got a guy that calls the radio show every day that I listen to, and he says it every day until his prediction is the same. Until we lose, we're going 12-0. Until somebody beats us, we're going to win every one of them. Watching the Tennessee game especially, it was amazing how loud the crowd was after not being able to hear them for a year. It was amazing. You know how big that stadium is. I mean, 100,000. It was very loud. I don't think they had a complete full house, but it was great to hear a loud, full stadium again. It was great. I can't wait to see our place. Hopefully we'll pack it out tomorrow. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. It'll be hard to wait around all day for our kickoff till 7.
Another thing I did want to touch on is that whenever they release the power rankings, I don't know how to kind of judge the preseason power rankings, but Iowa State, they were ranked really high. And that kind of shows Zeb Nolan's even more kind of credibility, so to speak, because one, he played against Oklahoma with Shane Beamer coaching that team. Not the head coach, but he was special teams coach.
Yeah, he hung up like over 300 yards of passing that day.
Yep. And I think
I don't know what his exact numbers were, but he was like 26 out of 37 or something like that against, like I said, he started 9 games for a major D1 program. I mean, I'm sure Jason Brown is a great kid, but he hasn't done that.
Yeah, and
he's played for a small Division II school,
They can both come out tomorrow. If Zeb Nolan completely comes out and starts and he craps a bed, Jason Brown come out there and shoot lights out for the rest of the night, and that's more credibility for you right there. Boom.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, everybody wins.
That's why I think it's so important that to hear Zeb Nolan say it, even though he's getting the starting spot. And of course, it sucks for all the rest of the quarterbacks that want to play. But if they kind of rally around each other, and it's not about me, it's about the team.
Well, it's just
want wins. That's all we want. At the end of the day.
You have to be ready. Look how Luke got hurt. Somebody stepped on his foot. You're that kind of play away from being the starter. You got to be ready at all times. Everybody at all times has got to be ready to play. Yep. So, and I'm sure they are. I'm sure Jason Brown is a great kid. And, according to everybody else, went out and worked just as hard as he's always worked. So I'm not worried about that. We're in good shape. I like where we are. I think we're going to have a fairly successful season. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to play.
Me too.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Hey, just one more sleep until we're seeing the college football. College game day's back.
Wish it away. It'll go by so fast, so we shouldn't wish it away.
If you're interested in tuning in, the game is at 7 p.m. Saturday, September 4th on SEC Plus or ESPN Plus. If you're curious on watching, or if you just want to watch the episode that we make afterwards, kind of recapping the game, definitely be on the lookout for that. We're playing Eastern Illinois University tomorrow. If you're curious, check it out. And go Gamecocks. Thanks for watching.
Go Cock.